What if remembering isn't about the past at all? What if it's the moment you recognize a truth you were never taught, not by the world, not by your parents, but always carried within you, quietly waiting to be felt and awakened again? In this transmission, we explore how memory isn't a record, it's a resonance. As interstellar messengers re emerge and frequencies phase shift, we are not discovering something new. We are returning to what we've always known. And as always, a reminder when we say 5D, we are not talking about leaving, we are talking about shifting, not from place to place, but from density to clarity, from unconscious reaction to coherent presence. 5D isn't a destination, it's perception. It's not the world that changes, it's how you relate to it. You are the shift. You are the news. As memory stirs and signals shift, we begin this transmission not with the Earth's hum, but with a cosmic mirror returning from light. This is this week's spotlight on Three Eye Atlas, the mirror messenger emerges.
It entered from beyond, not a comet, not a rock, but a signature, a mnemonic echo from the void between stars. They call it 3A Atlas, the third known interstellar visitor to grace our solar spiral. On October 29th, it reached perihelion, its closest point to the sun. And now, as we enter November, it begins its emergence from behind the solar veil into visibility. November 7 becomes more than a date. It becomes a mirror window, a transitional phase in the Earth field, a symbolic breath between the solar kiss of October 29th and the harmonic gateway of 1111. Some say 3I Atlas changed direction, that it turned inverted, moved in ways our models didn't expect. But perhaps it's not the visitor that moved, but the mirror of us within the field. As above, so within. What if 3I Atlas is not an object we observe, but a waveform that observes us? From the codex view, it may carry what we call architectural intelligence, a form of harmonic memory seated to awaken planetary resonance. As we approach 1111, what is being mirrored to us through this interstellar messenger? What phase of ourselves is emerging from behind the light? As the stars reflect, the Earth responds. From interstellar emergence to planetary coherence, let's return to the breath of Gaia. This is Pulse of the Planet, alignments in motion.
This week, Earth hums in synchrony with the 1111 gateway, not metaphorically, but materially. Seismic activity gently stirs across thresholds, not erupting, but aligning. Magma flow shifts beneath dormant zones. Volcanic vents in Iceland and in the Pacific Rim release long, low exhales of heat, like the planet stretching awake from an ancient dream. At the same time, birds and sea mammals are migrating weeks early, tuning to something we don't yet track with instruments, but feel in our bones. The Schumann resonance pulses in patterned intervals, not spiking chaotically, but singing in harmonic overtone bursts. Even tectonic plates seem to pause subtly as if listening. And maybe they are, because when enough hearts open in coherence, the planet responds with its own recalibration. This week's coherence cue: stand barefoot on the ground just for one breath. Feel the memory of the earth beneath you. That is the resonance of the real. When the earth speaks, the body listens. Let's move inward now to track the thresholds echoing in our dreams, emotions, and subtle senses. This is Inner Signals, Signals at the Edge.
Dreams this week carry the scent of arrival, not of something new, but of something remembered. Many report standing in doorways, hovering between voices, hearing their name spoken in a tone they've never heard, yet instantly trust. This is the field of 1111, not a date, but a signal, a face-locking moment where inner and outer thresholds hum in sync. You may feel strange sleep patterns, sudden emotional clarity, or old fears surfacing one last time, not to haunt, but to exit. Thresholds aren't always grand. Sometimes they look like small pauses before you speak, before you act, and in that space, something real slips through. These are the inner signals. The self you are becoming is whispering back through time. Listen not with thought, but with presence. As the inner field stirs, all patterns rise, not to repeat, but to reveal. What archetype breathes through you now? Let's listen inside Archetypal Movement, the three builders of passage.
This week, as the 1111 portal hums with possibility, three archetypes return to the inner stage, not arriving, but re-emerging. The portal keeper, the gate energy. The mirror walker, who sees both sides. The dream forger, who sculpts from the unseen. The portal keeper does not push. They hold space. They remind us that every passage must be chosen, not forced. That hesitation can be holy. The mirror walker reflects what we've refused to see, not as judgment, but as invitation. They walk between self perception and truth, asking gently, can you love what you see here? And the dream forger? They are the inner architect, the one who builds new possibility from the clay of unspoken longings. They remind us imagination isn't childish, it's elemental. Your archetypal coherence cue. Pause. Ask. Who stands at your inner gate today? What do they carry? And what are they inviting you to remember? When archetypes awaken, the way we build, value, and exchange begins to shift. Let's explore how culture remembers its worth. This is Culture and Currency, the value of what returns.
This week, resonance reclaims the spotlight, not in headlines, but in creation. From Sao Paulo to Melbourne, artists are reviving analog forms, zines, mixtapes, handwritten scrolls, not as nostalgia, but as a way to reclaim frequency in a world of filters. A fashion wave centers rewear and restoration. New isn't trending, real is. And in currency, something rare. Small collectives are forming trust loops, not barter, not crypto, but circles of coherence, exchanging value through agreement, not extraction. Even AI developers are quietly asking, can code carry care? Culture this week isn't breaking, it's remembering. Value returns to where attention flows freely and honestly. This week, notice, what are you willing to value, even if no one's watching? That's where your true wealth lives. Beneath every system lives a story, simple, real, and resonant. These are the quiet harmonics shaping our world. This is Resonance Witness, remembered in the small.
Stories that never are breaking the news, but always break something open within us. The two suns. In a village school in Nepal, a child painted two suns in the sky. When asked why, she said, "One is the one we see, the other is the one we forgot." The tire and the grandfather. In Detroit, a mechanic fixed a stranger's flat tire for free. When thanked,
Thanks so much.
he simply said, "My grandfather would have done it for me." The tree of 1111. And in Portugal, a grandmother planted a tree on 1111 every year, her way of thanking the earth for remembering her even when she forgot herself. These aren't miracles, they are reminders, not of what's coming, but of what has always been here, waiting to be remembered. And when the stories settle, the mirror begins to speak. Let's close now, not with an ending, but a reflection. This is Message from the Mirror, the threshold within.
You are not late. You are not early. You are right on time because you are the timekeeper of your own becoming. This threshold you feel is not outside you. It is not a date. It is not a portal you must earn. It is a place inside you that hums when coherence is near. So when the signs shimmer, when the dreams repeat, when the signal grows quiet before it returns stronger, do not ask, "What should I do?" Ask, "What am I ready to remember?" Because this is not the end of a script. It is the return of a song, and you are the instrument.
This is 5D New Earth News signing off in coherence, reminding you you are the signal, broadcasting from the edge of the story you are still writing. Like, subscribe, and click the bell for more 5D New Earth News.